In this next section, you'll learn how to build your own presentation. We'll begin by taking a look at how you can build a presentation using the AutoContent wizard. Then we'll take a look at how you can import a Word document into PowerPoint to begin the process of creating a presentation. Finally, you'll learn how to build a presentation from scratch. I'm going to close this presentation that I've been working with using the Close button right up here. And now we're going to begin a brand new presentation using something called the AutoContent wizard. I'm going to go to the File menu and select New. When I select New, I get the New Presentation dialog. I could create a blank presentation, which is what we're going to do at the end of this section. But for right now, we're going to solicit some help from something called the AutoContent wizard. If I go over to Presentation Designs, we can see that there's various designs that are available to us, predefined designs. But if we go over to Presentations, we can see that we get various preset presentations. And one of them is an AutoContent wizard that will actually walk us through all of the steps of creating a brand new presentation. I'm going to double-click to select AutoContent. Notice I get the AutoContent wizard, and down here I get a message from the Office Assistant. I'm asked if I would like help with this feature. If I select Yes, I get some help. It says, "Welcome to the AutoContent wizard. It will help you create outstanding presentations in just 4 easy steps." The idea of the AutoContent wizard is this. Many people that are new to working with PowerPoint 97 are also new to creating presentations in general. The AutoContent wizard actually helps you with the format of your presentation. If you're new to creating presentations, it will really help you out. But even if you're a veteran, you'll find it very useful in getting you a quick jump start to creating your presentation. This AutoContent wizard dialog is going to walk me through the various steps of creating my presentation. Right now I'm at the starting point. The idea is that I'm going to move to my finish point, selecting a presentation type, output options, a presentation style, and presentation options. Now what I want to do is move to the next step of the AutoContent wizard. I can move to the next step of the wizard by clicking presentation type right over here. Or if I close down this tip by clicking right over here on the title bar of the assistant, I can see that there's a Next button. If I click the Next button, I'll move to the presentation type. I also could have clicked right here on presentation type. There's various types of presentations that Microsoft provides us with. Right now I'm looking at all. I prefer to look at various categories of presentations. This is a little bit overwhelming. So I'm going to click General. There's 3 types of general presentations that the AutoContent wizard will help me to create: recommending a strategy, reporting progress, or a generic presentation. If I click Corporate, I can create a presentation that's focused on a company meeting, a corporate homepage, or financial overview. Under Projects, Status or Project Overview, Operations, Human Resources, an information kiosk, or an organization overview. Sales and Marketing. I can pick a marketing plan, business plan, or products and services overview. Personal, an announcement or flyer, or personal homepage. And Carnegie Coach, I can actually work with presentations that are involved in introducing a speaker and various other things that I might want to do. These are actually Dale Carnegie presentations, ideas of how you would build a presentation on motivation and so forth. Let's try motivating a team. That sounds interesting to me. So I select motivating a team. I can click Next. Since we did that last time, let's instead click Output Options. So you can see you can move to the next step by clicking right over here. It says, how will this presentation be used? Will it be used in presentations, informal meetings, or handouts, versus will it be placed on the internet or on a kiosk, a place where people within your company can go to get information? For us, this is right now going to be for presentations, informal meetings, and handouts. So leave this option selected. I'm going to click Next. the next step asks me what type of output I'm going to use. I'm allowed to select between on-screen presentation, black and white overheads, color overheads, or 35mm slides. I'm going to select on-screen presentation, and I do want to print handouts as well. I'm going to click Next. Now I'm on Presentation Options. I can select a title for my presentation, and this is going to be Motivating the Unmotivated. My name's Allison Balter, and I'm with Keystone Learning Systems. Going to change right here to make this a capital S as is appropriate, and now click Next. Now I'm ready to click Finish. I can click Finish right over here to view the step, but to actually complete the process and build the presentation, I need to click Finish right down here, the Finish button. I click Finish, and the presentation is created for me. Notice that the title of our presentation is Motivating the Unmotivated. The topics of each slide are listed right here. Deliver an inspirational opening, hear reports on achievements, address the sales challenge, conduct a creative thinking session, set SMART goals, more set SMART goals, identify skills needed to achieve goals, get commitment, and close. Here's the idea. The idea is that PowerPoint has provided you with the framework of your application. Now you need to go in and change all of these bullet points and possibly the titles as well, in fact probably the titles as well, to reflect what you're trying to do within your presentation. I can move from the various views using the view tools down here, slide view, and I can actually view the first slide in the presentation. Let's practice moving from slide to slide with the next slide tool. Go ahead and try the previous slide tool. And if we take a better look, notice it says relate an example of teamwork, use a quotation, tell a personal story, and read a testimonial. Once again, you would not leave this text within the presentation. Instead, you would actually write right here, and I just clicked and dragged to select, you would put in your own text that relates an example of teamwork. You would put in your own quotation. You would tell your own personal story where you would put a bullet point right here to remind yourself of that personal story. And again, another bullet point that would remind you of the testimonial. If you look at each slide, you'll notice that there are various bullet points, again, just meant to be ideas to help you to get started with your presentation. In later sections of this tape, you'll learn not only how to modify the text of the presentation, but also the format. For example, you may not like the background that PowerPoint selected for this presentation. That's called the template for the presentation. No problem. It's easily modifiable, and we'll learn how to modify it later in the tape. We're going to leave this presentation